Hey everybody, how's it going? If you haven't already checked out my little HOA tirade, be sure to check out that video where I talk about the Airstream Interstate in my neighborhood. Um, on this video, I just wanted to talk a little bit about the Airstream and a couple of issues that have popped up so far. And as the title suggests, definitely an issue that I was not expecting. So I'm sitting here in the van and just wanted to highlight a couple of items, or mainly one, while we're sitting in the van. All right, so we're sitting in my driveway, and again, if you watch the other video, you'll kind of know a little more about the van in the driveway and the drama that I've had. So I'm gonna go ahead and turn the battery on so I can get some lights on, and let's turn the ceiling lights on. Of course, forbid any of my neighbors be out. All right, I think we're in the clear. If you watch my other video, here's my old fart neighbor, and you can see that that's the window he stares at me from. I'm trying to tell if he's staring at me now. Sorry. Okay, I guess not. I think I'm freaking out a little too much. Anyway, I mean, it's crazy. I don't know when I'm being watched around here. So, anyway, the subject is talking about fire. And I would never in a million years imagine a $170,000 vehicle. Being brand new, you guys, keep in mind, I just took delivery in November of the van. It's been great. I have not had any issues. You know, the one big issue, or the one big item that I haven't really used is the air conditioner. So we'll see coming up soon if I'm going to run into any issues with that. I have not been camping in a couple of weeks. I don't know. But when I'm not camping, I keep the refrigerator and freezer doors open so that they stay dry and don't get moldy or mildewed. And then I have a few of these moisture eliminators throughout. And I don't think... No, it's fairly dry. These are actually from the dollar store. And they've worked great. So I've got one there. Yeah, that one's got a little water. Kind of hard to see. There's one there. And then I've got one down there. And that is just antifreeze. It's so funny, when I was shopping for RVs and I'd see that, I thought kids were going around the RVs and like dumping their Kool-Aid in the sinks. I had no idea, and then I finally learned. But I thought, geez, these RV dealers really do a crappy job keeping their RVs clean, and wild children running through dumping their Kool-Aid. Which, you know, then after I started thinking about it, all these kids would have to be drinking the exact same Kool-Aid or fruit punch because it's the same color. But anyway, now I know what it is. Alright, so I was happily glamping a couple of weeks ago, and it was the morning, and I had the back bed down, and turned on the reading lights. So these two lights over the back sofa, are adjustable, and they're great. They're both LED, and I think from what I've seen online, they're all-in-one type units. So you don't replace the bulb, you actually have to, or somebody, the dealer will have to unscrew this. So, to replace the whole thing, sorry. So this one, I'm not even going to touch. But I kid you not, and you really can't see anything because it's kind of black in there, but I turned the switch on, and the whole frickin' thing caught on fire. But there was, no joke, fire behind the entire lens, which is why this is all black. So if you look at this one, you see the shiny silver reflector. You look at this one, it's all black because it caught on fire. And it was like a ring of fire. So the LED, it started with the LED in the middle, the LED light. It lit up like the sun, and it was like a freaking solar flare. I kid you not. The sun was in the middle, and then it flared in a ring all the way around. And then you saw the smoke start to billow inside. So immediately I turned the switch off. And needless to say, it's dead. So I sit here in my $170,000 Airstream Interstate with a burnt out, flared up LED bulb. I got one that works and another that doesn't. So I don't know. I haven't called the dealer yet because I bought this out of state. Now I got to call a local Airstream dealer. I'm just like, this is a major pain in my butt. I don't have time to go take it there. And I don't know how that works yet. I'm just being a bit naive because it hasn't been the end of the world and I know I'll get it fixed. But I'm thinking, do I have to go drive this up there, sit there? How do I get back home? Do they have to keep the RV? I've heard horror stories of, dealers taking weeks to get something repaired. Can I have the light fixture sent to me? And I mean, it's 2 screws. Surely I can just unscrew it and screw it back in. And then my old fear of anytime you take something to the dealer, they always do more damage than good. So I'm like, all right, are they going to scratch the aluminum? Something's going to happen. Nothing seems to ever go as it should. So anyway, that's my fire in my Airstream Interstate 2017. The other issue that I've had, which is nothing in here, everything else has been fine, has been my power cord. Actually, I have it back here. Sweet. So the power cord, again, shouldn't be complicated, right? This is the Airstream supplied power cord. If I can talk. This little LED light right here does not work. So when it's plugged into the Interstate, the only time you actually see it on is if you bend this wire as it's plugged in, and it will flicker. So that tells me there's some loose connection in here, but that light never stays green, solid, when it's plugged in and the power is on. When you bend this, it flickers, so something's loose. So, I don't know. Anybody out there who has an Airstream Interstate, tell me how I'm doing as far as a checklist of issues. I've got a power cord LED light that doesn't work, and I have a solar flare LED caught on fire reading lamp. So 2 things. Maybe I'm doing okay. I don't know. Y'all let me know. Give me your thoughts. So far, everything else is going well inside. I have noticed you have to be careful with this vinyl floor. It's a marine vinyl. Pebbles, you're out and about and you're camping, glamping, whatever, and your sneakers bring pebbles in. It's soft enough that you can dent the vinyl, but I think it has enough bounce in it that the vinyl bounces back. And I know one of my viewers talked about the rubber on the back of these rugs that I got at Target and the owner's manual, talking about being careful because this vinyl or this rubber can discolor the vinyl. And I have noticed that years ago, vinyl floors in a house of my parents, actually, the rug discolored a light colored vinyl. So I think what I'm going to wind up doing is, let's see, I'm going to come up here. Again, at the dollar store. Let me drag this out. So I got this at the dollar store. And it's great. I'm actually using this for my feet up by the driver's seat. But I'm wondering, there's no rubber on the back. It's all just, I don't know, coarse fabric. Good for your shoes or for traction. So I'm wondering if I can use this as an underlayment, if I buy a few more, to keep the rubber off of the vinyl floor. So basically, if I put this all the way underneath. The only issue is it doesn't really have traction under this. So let's see, if I flip it upside down. And that doesn't really, okay, so that's not gonna work. Now Walmart also sells larger versions, it's the dollar store. It's not huge. Let me get this rug back. This thing is probably not, but let's see, I'm being real technical here. 12, 13, 14, 15 is maybe 16 inches by 24. And these rugs are like 20 by 36. So they do sell larger versions of this for $3 at Walmart. I was thinking I could always get that, trim it if I had to, and put it under this, because I definitely don't want to ruin the marine vinyl by discoloring it. If y'all have any suggestions, let me know. I went through plenty of rugs trying to find a rug that looked good in here. I would have preferred this to be a solid runner instead of the break in between, but the gray pewter color goes really good with the pillows that come with Airstream, and it just overall coordinates really well. So I don't want to get rid of them. But anyway, I think that's an update for now. The Airstream has not exploded or imploded. I just have a burnt out LED and another LED. So far, all LED issues and nothing with the Mercedes chassis. Actually, the Mercedes, let's talk about that for a second. We can't see, but I'm standing in this corner, which is the problem. To me, it's the problem corner. So on the outside, let's go outside and now go look at the driver's side. The blind spot monitoring system, I feel like the driver's side or the passenger side is more sensitive than the driver's side. So this square is the blind spot monitoring sensor behind. There's one here on the driver's side and one on the passenger side. And one thing I'm keeping my eye on is I feel like the passenger side is more sensitive than the driver's side. I feel like it stays on longer than it should, or it's on when there's nothing in the blind spot. I've tried to do some research on the Sprinter forums and on Airstream. I haven't really seen anything, but you guys let me know if you've run into any concerns with the blind spot. Again, I think the driver's side is fine. It's the passenger side that either tends to stay on longer than it should, or is on when I can't find anything back there that it should be detecting. As always, like, comment, subscribe, share, let me know how I'm doing, and I'll see you soon. See ya.